Hello everyone, welcome to this fairly low quality video. Um, I'm recording it on my laptop and I wanted to go to sleep, but then I saw the post. I've seen a post about the fact that people change their lives way more after traveling than after therapy. And oh boy, can I go to sleep right now? Can I go to sleep if I've read what you're about to hear right now? So let me just take this as a reading session. I want to read it to you. I want to maybe talk about it a bit, finish the video, upload it, go to sleep. Arrivederci. So let's go. Let's get into it. Because this has been also something in my own life, and yeah. So people change their lives more after traveling than after therapy. It doesn't always apply for everyone, so it's really subjective, but this is what research says. Researchers noticed that there is a strange pattern. Major life shifts often happen not after years of therapy, but after single strong travel experience. People come back from a trip and suddenly quit jobs, end relationships, change cities, or finally start something they postponed for years. A psychologist explained that travel breaks the illusion that your current life is the only possible one. So fucking true, so true. It's like taking. I'm gonna maybe put some of my own comments into it. It's like taking a blank paper. Going into a new city means that you are like a newborn. That is exactly what it is. You have no idea what is this place about. No one knows you if you're not famous already. And that's a trap of being famous, honestly. If you want to be famous, just think twice. So, continue. Therapy works with words, but travel works with direct experience. When you travel, your brain is forced out of autopilot. It's the usually default mode network, or basically your autopilot, the automatic style, when you're not really conscious, when you're not actively paying attention, maybe driving, walking home. You could literally somehow do it with your eyes closed. It's so automatic. So when you travel, your brain gets out of this autopilot. New streets, languages, food, faces, the nervous system can't rely on old scripts. And that's why literally I always saw this metaphor with scripts, because it's literally what it is. You just go into a new city and you get the just a blank paper, and you can write everything you want from scratch. This creates what scientists call a plastic window, when decisions are rewritten faster. So freaking true. One woman said that after 2 weeks abroad, I realized I was living someone else's life back home. That realization didn't come from analysis, but from contrast. Also, travel temporarily removes social roles. At home, you are someone's employee, partner, child, or parent. On the road, those labels kind of weaken, and you become just a person moving through space. Therapists note that this loss of identity pressure allows people to hear their real desires for the first time. Not what's expected from you, but what you actually feel like is making you alive. Another factor is risk without catastrophe. Travel adds uncertainty, but in a controlled way. You get lost, miss trains, solve problem, and still, come out of this alive. This quietly restores self-trust. One man shared that he handled things in a foreign country that scared him at home. After that, the everyday fears start to feel very small when you compare it with what you've done in a different country, used maybe a different language. You literally have to outgrow yourself so quickly that you don't have time for overthinking. This is this is just this is the quantum leap, maybe the leap before you start to overthink because you're comfortable enough, but in the position where you're somewhere else, you cannot afford to overthink. And so this is what makes it super accelerating. And therefore, confidence grows not from talking about courage, but from using it. Also, data shows that insights gained during travel integrate faster. Instead of weekly reflection, the body learns through movement and emotion. Just imagine, I don't know if you've been somewhere alone for more than 3 months, for example, you learn the language so quickly. Like that's why in school it's almost impossible to learn language like fluently and to be confident in it. On the road, you have to. Like if you're in France, you have to. You know, there is no way you're going to speak in English. I'm sorry if there is someone French and that speaks beautifully English. Sorry for that, but you know, this is what is my experience. So yeah, instead of weekly reflection of my French words, I just had to go in it. And I had to face, you know, their reaction, and I had to be okay with it. I was like, I'm gonna continue with my French, let's go. You know, it's not about, oh no, this is the grammar mistake, so can you please repeat it? No, no one has time for it. That's why decisions made after travel feel irreversible. They are anchored not in logic but in experience. Therapy explains who you are, but travel shows who you could be. And for many people, that glimpse is enough to change everything. And then there is a question. Have you noticed that one trip can shift your direction more than years of thinking ever did? And I want you to answer that. If you resonated with this post somehow, I would really be happy if you shared your experience with traveling. And later, I'm gonna definitely do a longer video with my own experience, how this is literally a freaking quantum leap. That's why, again, I'm on a traveling mode. Anyways, take care. And if we ever see each other again, good morning, good evening, and good night. Bye. Stay awesome.